And I wanted to start by asking you guys about Spain, who seem to be the kings of just about nothing except possession right now, frankly speaking. Feels that they just can't convert any of their chances. But strangely, when they get to the final third, it's a bit hit and hope at times. What do you make of Luis Enrique's side?
Yes, you're right. I mean, they've had chances. I think they created eight big chances and only scored one goal so far. And it's that Alvaro Morata goal that was onside, to be fair, but it was not even like you create. It's a great move. It's a shot from Gerard Moreno that is slightly deflected, and then he's there as a poacher and scores it. So it's not even like if the only goal they scored was a great move, with great movement, great passing, great intelligence, the patterns of play or anything like this. It was very lucky goal, to be fair. So there's clearly a problem in the build-up is good up to, like you said, the last 30 yards, and then they struggle. They struggle for ideas, for creativity. It's too flat, too slow, too many touches. And I just wonder if Luis Enrique knows exactly what the best starting 11 is to be better, because Moreno should not play wide. He's not a wide player. If you play Moreno, you play him centrally with another striker if you want, like Villarreal do, but don't play him as a winger. He's not a winger. Pretty much same on the other side. So I feel like that 4-3-3 can work, but not with the current players that Luis Enrique is picking. And I think the mentality is wrong, and I think they have to stop with this sort of like tiki-taka, let's take our time, do 1,000 passes, because it's clearly not working.
Yeah, I think there's a real imbalance there in terms of kind of having that out and out winger. Even someone like Ferran Torres, who of course is in the squad and can play, he doesn't truly want to do that at times. There's just a real lack of thrust there. And I think looking at the tournament as a whole, there seems to be a real theme in terms of a need for kind of patience and wearing down teams. I think 10 of the 22 games so far have been 0-0 at half time. And for a team like Spain, the passing's fine, but I just think there's a real imbalance in the team in terms of you've got all these players who want to play these little 5-yard passes. It's fine, but there's a lack of width. And especially when you're going to dominate possession, you give the opposition the chance to kind of get back and get a nice shape. And you've got to find a way to break them down. They kind of have at times. And then when it gets to that point, you're getting let down by the sort of pressure that seems to be put on Morata and Moreno. And I agree with Julien in terms of the goal. I don't think that was great movement. He just got lucky that he wasn't offside. If anything, he kind of peeled back, and I expected him to dart in front of the defender, but for some weird reason, he went around the back of him, which would have made him offside. And somehow he kind of got away with it. There's real problems there because, I mean, for any of these teams, especially the big teams, if you don't take your chances and you don't score goals, you're not going to win games. And I think we've seen that throughout in the second round of games, but specifically with Spain, they're in real trouble now, Hugh, aren't they?
I believe so. And I'm tired of hearing that they're a team in transition, because there are too many good players in the squad for you to look at a tournament like that. I'm sorry. Yes, there are some great young players coming through, some who haven't really carried the responsibility of Spain in the past. And this will be great preparation, including, I'm sure, all the pressure and scrutiny they're coming under domestically back home for their first two performances. But I think if you're the manager, Luis Enrique, you still haven't really got an excuse, because there is more than enough quality for a great side to emerge from this Spain squad. And at the moment, there simply isn't. He's got big questions to answer, and we will see in their final group game if they can get a win and where it will take them in this competition, because I would not be surprised if they got knocked out in the group stage.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.